is Jalyssia in Hancock, and this is Say Yes to a Better Looking You. What is Say Yes to a Better Looking You? What does this company offer? I would gladly tell you. Our services and products. We are an online diet plan for brides-to-be. This is a 30-day personalized meal portion, control plans for every body type with online tracking sheets, and 24/7 online services. So if you have any questions or you need advice, you can call at any time. We also offer the DVD where you can do like a 30-minute workout plan. And we also have mentors, and we have a place where brides can communicate with each other. Is our product for you? Well, if you say yes to any of these questions, then the product is for you. Are you a plus-size bride who wants a style of non-plus-size gown, but do not have the option because of your weight? Are you a bride who has found the perfect dress, but it fits a little snug? Or are you a bride looking to tone up to look beach ready for the honeymoon, but have no time to go to the gym? And for our potential investors, these are the product logistics. We will be charging $29.95 one-time fee, and this allows access to all online videos and plans for 30 days. The option to purchase the DVD version will be an additional $19.95. And after purchasing our product, you will have access to all online tools plus the DVD workout. What country we will be targeting is Canada. Canada is, they're known for fitness, but their obesity rate has risen, tripled actually, in the last 3 decades. Costs. These are 3 upfront costs that we will incur. First, it will be personnel. We will have licensed nutritionists for online, the 24/7 online, call center, and licensed personnel trainers if you have any questions about your workout, and recording costs for the DVDs, as well as costs for the website. And these are the monetary needs that we would need. We have $5,000 for it to invest, and we will need $5,000 from First Guarantee Bank, and the rates are currently 3.25%.
Hi, I'm Katherine Kittok, and I'm going to discuss some of the further logistics about our product. Currently, the factors that are going to affect trade of our product between the U.S. and Canada are as follows. The exchange rates currently aren't that different. As you can see, the Canadian dollar is currently trading at 91 cents, which will allow for us to have very little exchange rate risk. The trade barriers. Both Canada and the U.S. are both part of NAFTA, which promotes free trade between both countries. As of 2008, 20% of the U.S. exports went to Canada. The economic conditions. Canada is a great country to do business with. Currently, they're trying to promote trade to where tariffs are almost non-existent. As of now, their tariffs are at 0.9%, while they're also working to completely eliminate them due to certain inputs. Next, cost of labor. Cost of labor is almost identical to what the U.S. is. The national income. National income for Canada is slightly higher than the U.S. per capita. Per capita, you can see that the Canadian's GDP is $52,000 versus U.S. GDP, which is at $50,000 per capita. So this shows that it is a country that wants to spend their money on different products due to having the higher national income. Government policy. Currently, it's a free trade country and they're not preventing, with any government regulations, preventing anything with trade. And finally, inflation. Inflation will be the most important barrier that we face. As of now, as of March 31st, 2014, the inflation rate between the U.S. and Canada was identical, sitting at 1.50%. So if our inflation rate stays identical, we really won't have any worries because our prices won't look inflated compared to Canada's. But we will have to watch this number closely to determine if that will be an issue. Trade data. As you all know, Canada is a very fit country. There are gyms all over the country and different venues to use, so we may have some competition, you would think. But our plan is the only one like it, so therefore we won't have any competition. Our plan is going to continue to encourage weight loss after you finish the program. Busy brides don't have time to go to the gym, so this encourages them in their free time, whether it be at 2 o'clock in the morning or 6 in the afternoon. If they have any free moment, they can do their workout to prepare for their wedding. And also, due to the many venues that Canada is currently involved in, we did make sure that we're not on the import control list, preventing us to import any of our fitness products into the country. Foreign exchange. When we're exchanging for our product to be sold in Canada, we're going to primarily use the spot market. The spot market is going to be used when a consumer in Canada purchases our product. They will have the option to use either the Canadian dollar or the US dollar. If they decide to use the Canadian dollar, it will then convert on the spot market to US dollars and then we'll be put back into our capital account. This will allow for less exchange rate risk due to the very little volatility in the Canadian dollar, and it also won't have us being put out in any other markets besides the spot market. We plan to manufacture our product here in the U.S. That way, no exchange rates will have to be made for any of our inputs during the production process itself. We've received 2 different quotes for the Canadian dollar as of yesterday. JPMorgan Chase is going to be our main bank that we deal with, mainly due to them having a branch here in Hammond, Louisiana. Currently, the most recent quote that we have from Chase is $0.9413 per Canadian dollar, whereas Bank of America is quoting us $0.9622, which shows that we are getting a better deal with our hometown bank here at Chase. As far as the forward markets, we really don't plan on using those just because due to us making all of our product here in the U.S., we won't have to hedge any of that, our receivables or payables, because it's an online product. But currently, the bid-ask spread on the Canadian U.S. dollar is 0.5%. And this spread has continued to remain stable over the last several months. And over the last year, there's been a slight decrease showing the value relative to the U.S. dollar. Over time, there are going to be some key factors that are going to affect the Canadian dollar and our exchange for U.S. dollars. The relative economic growth, different interest rate differentials, growth and decline in our inflation rates, decline in other relative currencies other than the U.S. dollar. As I said before, we're not going to be using the forward exchange market. If in the future that we plan on expanding our business to hedge our receivables and payables, we may look into that option at that time. Currently, the forward rate is at 0.91 U.S. dollars, which is trading at a percent premium at 0.13%. The current spot rate for the Canadian dollar is currently at 0.9103. So Central bank intervention. In Canada, government tries not to intervene as much as possible. They would rather the markets determine what the interest rates will be. But in the U.S., if Fed would plan to strengthen the U.S. dollar in the foreign exchange market, we will be able to import more goods at a cheaper price from outside countries. But on the opposite hand, our customers would end up paying a premium for our product, which would discourage them from purchasing it. With the same as if the U.S. would weaken the dollar. We would have to pay more for imports, forcing us to buy more products domestically, but on the other side, our customers will be able to buy more of our products because it would be at a discount from our currency. Interest rates. They can be adjusted without touching the exchange rates at all. To increase the value of our home currency, they can attempt to increase the interest rates, which would attract foreign demand for different currencies of high-yield securities. Or to decrease the value of our home currency, they could lower the interest rates to do the opposite effect. But as I said, in both the U.S. and Canada, they would like for the actual market to determine the rates. And in conclusion, overall, we believe that our current business model is one that will allow us to build success now and in the future. And with your investment, we can begin changing lives with Say Yes